really like Renya's design. Renya's like really pretty design in my opinion. She's like super, super cute. Alright, New Game Plus.
Wake up. I said, wake up! I can't keep pretending anymore. Always Mary. How could I be? I was the last to die!
You try to reply, but instead have a coughing fit.
Cough harder! I can see your jugular vein pumping. Pick your last words carefully. I don't find fruit intimidating.
I've done this. This one is so fun. I'm sorry, Renya.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Prove it by getting rid of Potato. Do that, we're even.
Getting rid of Potato might be a fatal decision. Renya has bluffed before.
Well, is Potato leaving the cabin?
No, but I'm making a safe state. Yes, Potato is leaving the cabin.
Fantastic. Follow through with this commitment. Be social. Don't slide back into old habits.
Oh, ominous. My baby! They're making me relive this trauma again, my sweet baby girl. God, she deserves so much better.
Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise.
Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening.
Cooking companions! Whee!
Alright. All three go to bed. You finally have an opportunity to use the bathroom because they're all hogs and they all take hour-long showers. And here I am, casually waiting my sweet little tushy to go pee. I've been waiting to go pee for hours. After the three go to bed, you finally have an opportunity to go pee. And the candle blew out. I can't pee in the dark. You grasp blindly along the floor until you find a flashlight in the corner. Alright. The bathtub is filthy. It will need more than a little elbow grease to get these stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. May 4th, 1794. This notice shall serve as your summons to the Zakompanye courthouse. You are being accused of the following crimes. 1. Public disturbance. 2. Foul language and demeanor. 3. Refusal to testify at a previous court case. 4. Refusal to agree to a search warrant on your property. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. Sincerely, Judge Constagix Lewis. Oh, the Constagix. That was a name that one of the someone mentioned. I want to say it was one of the Chompettes mentioned in like a how many people have used something, whatever. It was a bunch of names I didn't recognize, but like that's one of the names I think. All right. You take the court summons letter with you. Hooray! All right, let's see. Toilet paper roll. Someone forgot to restock the toilet paper. Disgusting. This is truly the scariest thing you've ever seen. With your interest waning, you decide to leave the bathroom. Wow, time to snatch my weave? So rude. Snatch my wig, why don't you? Time to surprise the others. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. Meat. What's that smell? Ah. Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small pieces. World's worst grill job about to be shown on screen. I'm telling you guys, I'm such a chef. I'm such a chef. They're all in awe. Look at the way I burnt all the meat. Ah. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Ah. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking into the toilet. No, don't do that! We don't have enough toilet paper! You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Oh. Don't think too hard about it, you know? Don't think too hard about it. Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally! Oh, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you... Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Alright. Let's see. There we go. I think the way that this guide is sending me down is... This is sending me, I'm pretty sure, down a... I think this is going to send me down the Karen route. So, I think that's where we're going to end. And then we'll see... Yeah. Oh, no. The goal is the secret ending, I think, with this. So... We'll see, but it's setting me up for Karen out, so neither of them. You ignore Karen's request to keep them occupied. You'll be busy soon in the basement. Let them fail. Meat. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going, and Mariah is creepily staring at us from underneath the cabinet. They can never be satiated now. Bye, Mariah. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. Guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect! Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly to note. You have a strange dream. The river seems to be on fire, glowing eerily in the morning light. A man on horseback is staring at you from the other side, blowing his nose into a handkerchief. A rickety bridge is the only way to reach him, so you decide to start crossing it. The bridge immediately sinks with your weight, causing the rotting wood and the posts to crack. The wind pushes the bridge from side to side, the frayed ropes creaking with each gust. As you reach the center, the man on horseback smiles at you. Raising the hand with the handkerchief, he brings it down in a violent motion, causing the bridge to disappear beneath your feet. As you fall into the river of flames, you can see the man on horseback galloping away. You wake in a cold sweat. I thought there'd be a jump scare there. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Did you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. It's what she would have wanted. I love it so much. I think he's right. Please, bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! Looks almost done. Patience. Look at him bullying me! You're bullying me! Hey, Zuko, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first, before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth, using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Dude, the mill looked like it had belly buttons for eyes and a mouth. I mean, pretty much. There's a sprite with him where it looks like his lips are like creepily puckered, and I love it. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Ugh. How could you be so careless again? I mean, I think the meat's for me. Meat for me, not for thee. You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. We'll forage for plants outside. Hey, thank you for your 25 stream streak. I do appreciate it. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You could swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what's happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please, help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Yeah, she carry? Yeah, she can. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Time to wake up. You ask Potato where the chompettes are. Cabbage, onion, raspberry, and bread? They've moved on. Just us now. I just realized, does they've moved on imply that their souls have moved on? I thought the moved on was like they left the cabin or something. No, they moved on implies that, like, because they're like, obviously it's like someone's trapped, like the kid's trapped souls or whatever. Does that imply that it's like their trapped souls moved on and that's what Potato's trying to say? Oh, shoot. The way it always should have been. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Oh, dang. You have a strange dream. You're walking down the steps when you trip and fall. You snap every bone on the way down, landing in the basement as a writhing pile of flesh and bones. The whispers surround you, their laughter ringing in your ears. You wake up in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Don't worry, it's just Anatoly's puke. Again. Anatoly puked in one of the corners. You leave it there so the others will question his fortitude.
Yeah, we're bound here forever. You know you love it in the basement. You're stuck here forever.
Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was? Anatoly is playing dumb for the group. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You could see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do?
Nobody!
They'll all eventually end up down there. Not you, though. Anatoly? You okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly? Have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly.
What if I give Ariel a cookie? Then I get the cookie and you still have to stay. But I'll give you a nicer bed.
Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Still so clean. Karen? Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy.
Anatoly, lovely goblin.
See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night.
Nicer bed, she says, from the floor to a very thin blanket. Exactly! It's a nicer bed! You actually get a blanket!
Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Oh. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. No, I'm dead. That's what happened, is I died again, man. You hear scraping from the floor. The red-haired woman won't let him live, will she? Too ravenous at this point. The more she consumes, the stronger she gets. At what cost, though? Sometimes all you need to do is shut your mouth. The chompettes never would have listened to this crap. You fall asleep, thinking about what Potato told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake up in a cold sweat. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk? Or
You find some more meat.
everybody's still asleep? This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thinly. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me! Now! You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ugh! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen's sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now, it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take for you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Oh, yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'll be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel penny pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work with him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Oh, okay. So I want to create a save here. Okay. And I want to say nothing. Okay. You leave Karen alone in the kitchen, crawling back into bed and falling asleep instantly.